but
Yeah.
a lot of people like a stable place. And I got to talk about it, Eric. I know you were in here. You were mentioning you want to talk about the game, the Notre Dame Texas A&M game. Riley Leonard played his old coach Elko, who's now over at Texas A&M. Notre Dame gets the victory, 23-13. This one was back and forth. Alex, I'm going to come to you. Riley Leonard, obviously, we know how I felt about him prior to this year. F Duke. And that's where he was. But even still, I was on here week after week telling you how good this guy was. Great dual threat quarterback, gutsy quarterback. And I think all of that was on full display in this game against Texas A&M.
Yeah, pardon my French, but if Riley Leonard isn't there, they get their ass beat on Saturday.
Yep.
He saved them so many times in that game. Mm-hmm. The poise that guy has, there were so many snaps that were on the ground or way off to the side or whatever, and he just picks them up while a running back's falling over him and makes the play. Like, the dude was insanely poised for game one in a new offense. He calmed everyone down around him, righted the ship, and made the plays they needed to play against that's a very good Texas A&M team. That's a team that's going to be ranked at the end of the season. Elko, what he's doing with that defense and the players they brought in, that's going to be a very good team. And they went into their house and handled business. Yeah. Right? Like, Riley Leonard's a phenomenal quarterback, severely underrated in the list of the league's top quarterbacks or the nation's top quarterbacks. And he was everything. He was everything we essentially expected Sam Hartman to be last year. He was the guy to right the ship, lead them in the right direction, and come crunch time, didn't falter and led them to success.
Oh yeah. And I think one of the underrated things about this is how good that defense was. I mean, what Connor Wegman of Texas A&M went 12 of 30 for 100 yards. I mean, these guys, 2 interceptions. That defense for Notre Dame stepped up to the plate and really shut down, for the most part, that game, a good Texas A&M offense, man. And I'm going to say, like, I was very impressed by how dominant that defense was. You know what I mean? And then obviously you had Riley Leonard and everything on the offense, but with how dominant that defense, I mean, we could see these guys, if they can fully get that offense clicking.
They're the 5 team.
Yeah, by far.
Now.
We could see these guys really go far this year, and I'm here for it. I know there's some Notre Dame haters. I'm not one of them. I love Rudy. I love Joe Montana. Let's go, Fighting Irish. Let's go.
With the team behind me, I'm clearly not a fan of Notre Dame, but I can put that bias aside. This was their toughest game. I think this by far was the toughest game on their schedule this year. They've got a relatively easy schedule. Obviously, you still got to take care of business against Florida State and USC. But it's extremely realistic for these guys to be 12-0 walking to the playoffs as the 5 seed. And I think that's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah. As long as they can continue this running game. I mean, between Riley Leonard, Jeremiah Love, and then Jordan Price, that's almost 200 yards just between the 3 of those guys. I mean, that will definitely help.
5 yards a carry, almost 6.
Right. So that's going to open up that play action game and getting Riley Leonard out on the edge, getting him where he can be more mobile, and use some of that on the run, some of his throwing ability on the run. I think that's going to be key for Notre Dame coming in this fall. Wait, go Irish is good. Yes, it is. Let's go. I'm doing that in my NCAA 25 dynasty right now. So yeah, I'm with you guys.